I've got the list here, boys. So
Ryan Ricketts.
right, so you've got William Gallas in 2008.
That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah. Then you have Adebayor, 2011. David Bentley in 2008.
Is that
obviously via Blackburn, but
yeah, that's the thing. We're not talking about directly from them, yeah.
No, not directly.
Right.
Rowan Ricketts in 2002, big Rowan. Laurie Brown in 1961, big Laurie Brown. Jens will be doing a quiz on him in 2 weeks' time. Clive Allen. Now, here's a little tidbit for you there. Clive Allen didn't actually make a single appearance for Arsenal. He was bought, signed in 1980 by Arsenal, played in I think 2 or 3 pre-season games, and then Arsenal were trying to get Kenny Sansom. Yeah. Arsenal were trying to get Kenny Sansom for Palace at left back, and they ended up. So before Clive Allen had even played a game for Arsenal, they swapped him for Kenny Sansom at the left back at Palace. So he never made an appearance for the Gooners, but he was actually signed by them.
Wasn't Sansom QPR?
It could have been QPR. Actually, you might be right. Was it? Maybe Clive had come from.
Because Clive Allen played for QPR. I know
he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So,
but they wanted Kenny Sansom from Palace, I believe. So I think Clive Allen went QPR to Arsenal, maybe, and then Palace wanted. Obviously, Arsenal wanted Kenny Sansom from Palace, so Clive ended up going to Palace, I believe. Okay. If I've got that wrong.
Clive went from QPR to Arsenal, and then to Crystal Palace, and then back to QPR.
Oh, right. Okay. That's right. Because he liked playing. Yeah, he was under Terry Venables. I remember reading his book, and he wanted to go back to QPR because that's what he liked, playing under Terry Venables, and he didn't have a good time at Palace. So a tenuous link. Harry Kane, obviously in 2004, aged 11, he left the Dirty Gooners. He was released by the Gooners at 8, and he went back to his club side, Ridgeway Rovers. Now he actually went on to Watford after that. So when the Gooners always say he was an Arsenal player, he was at Watford for a 6-week trial, and Watford schoolboys played against Tottenham schoolboys, and then he got scouted. He got spotted playing for Watford against us, and then we offered him. Basically we poached him from Watford. And also there's one more, which is the big man himself, Big Pat. So this is from Wikipedia. After his retirement in 1985, he was still at Arsenal. Jennings returned to Tottenham Hotspur, playing mostly in their reserve side to maintain his match sharpness for Northern Ireland ahead of their 1986 World Cup campaign. So he retired at Arsenal at the end of the 85 season, but he was still going to the World Cup with Ireland. His final appearance for Tottenham was in the Football League Super Cup against Liverpool in January 1986. And this is a thing I didn't realise either. He was also briefly on Everton's books, having been signed as an emergency goalkeeper cover for the 1986 FA Cup final against Liverpool, when Neville Southall was injured in the lead-up playing for Wales. I never knew that.
No, interesting.
Yeah. Every day's a school day.
Big Pat came back. Yeah, every day's a school day. So out of those boys, who do you reckon was our most successful player that we picked up from the Scum?
It's got to be Gallas.
Simon's gone for Gallas, yeah. Gallas, you going for Gallas? He did it right, didn't he?
What about O'Hara?
Jamie O'Hara, yeah. I think that's similar to Harry, wasn't it? It was a schoolboy thing.
Schoolboy thing, yeah. I don't know. Adebayor did all right for us. Scored some crucial goals, didn't he?
He did.
That's true. Yeah.
Remember, we went down to watch Southampton game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Have you got another one? Rez?
No.
Sherwood, wasn't it? He loved Sherwood. He used to do the old salute him in Sherwood, didn't they? The old on the halfway line, the old.
Captain Bellend.
Who's that? Adebayor or?
No, Tim Sherwood.
Yeah, the man in the gilet.
Yeah.
Gaz used to have one of them gilets, didn't he? I think he copied you though.
I still got it. I still wear it. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Bumblebee says O'Hara left Spurs for talk. I did like that tweet the other day. He said Spurs relegation fodder without Kane and Son, didn't they? And someone said you'd be working in Burger King or something if he wasn't for Spurs.
You'd be working in Rovers if you took Spurs off your CV.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, he turned around also in another tweet recently. He said Spurs aren't a top 6 club, and we were actually lying 6th at the time. It's like, God's sake.
Yeah. I can't. Bumblebee says can't wait for Defoe to return from Rangers to Spurs with grey hair and hearing aids.
Get it done, Daniel.
I'm 7 years older than him, but he looks 20 years younger than me. even now. You know, he's amazing.
He doesn't drink. He looks after himself. He's big to his fitness and nutrition and stuff, isn't it? Just shows that it does work. Okay, so I think who are we going for then? Adebayor or Gallas? Gaza doesn't care otherwise. Like both scumbags, yeah.
I'll go with Gallas because Gallas didn't piss around at the end of his time with us, whereas Adebayor was apparently leading a lot of unrest when he first arrived. So Gallas, I think, for his honour.
Also, with Gallas, he had an amazingly deep voice, didn't he, Rez? Are you able to do an impression of that?
No,
you need to smoke a couple of Marlboros before you do it.
Maybe do some generic French.
Well, it was similar to that. You're not far off. I don't know what you're doing a Scottish accent for. You're trying to endear yourself.
All I can say to that is, okay, leave me to my Gauloise.
Bumblebee's on the wind up. He says he looks 20 years younger than you, and he's 70.